Hello. Welcome back to Figure It Out Nidhi, where we talk about things that I have figured out so far and we tend to enjoy it. We are in the second last week of February. I hope February 2023 has been kind to you and I hope you are enjoying the year so far. And today's topic is all the things that I have learned and that I think are important for entrepreneurship and whatever my journey has been so far. As we all have, as we all know by now, that my videos are related to what I do and what steps I take as wanting to become an entrepreneur, and whatever things I do on the daily which lead to growth and better lifestyle and all the stuff. So entrepreneurship. There are a lot of things that you think that we should get started while I'm on my journey to become an entrepreneur, or while I'm on my journey to start my business, or anything, or career and anything like that are related to money. While that could be 0.1% true, it is not so much true as well, because there are a lot of things that goes into what we think is entrepreneurship, what we do, and whatever it is that is like life, right? As whoever you want to be. So yeah, money might not be all that there is, but there are a few things that I learned and I would definitely like to share, and I hope you enjoy this video as well. So the very first thing that I think is important about a career or entrepreneurship or anything is that networking. Networking is something that is very, very easy to think that we can do, but it's not actually the case, because you see, it's not easy to just meet people, it's not easy to connect with them, and since everything's online, it has been considerably easier. But going out or meeting people or finding the people that you are actually can stay connected with, or that you can relate to, is quite difficult. Everyone has their own views, everyone has their own opinions, and everyone is no one really is the same, and there are a lot of different people in this world. And so the very first thing you can do is start looking for the things that are similar. Start finding either even hobbies or anything that is common, and you can start from there. You can just get to know them from there, and that is why do that anyways, is because you see, not everyone will be doing the same things as you do, but what they have done so far, what they have achieved or learned so far, could help you in many different ways. And so it is really always important to just look at things from another person's perspective, and just get all the details in, and then figure out what is useful to you, and then just keep aside the things that might not be useful to you. And yeah, always be kind and network, because having a good network is much more important and very essential to any part of your life. Either you want to go out and have fun, either you want to go out and do things on your own, anything that you do, network, having at least one person that could get you in somewhere is very important. And to break the ice, it's always easy and very beneficial to just find the things that are common to you. There is this book, right, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So from that book, also learn a lot of things about how to network with people, how to communicate, how to listen better, and mostly it's about you should appreciate people, compliment them, and do it intentionally and do it genuinely, not something that the other person knows that you're just saying it for the sake of saying it. Yeah, so networking is the first and quite important thing in your career, in your business, in your journey as an entrepreneur, or wherever you want to go in life, wherever you want to be, and whoever you want to be. That was about networking. The second thing is communicating. Now, as I said, right, in this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, they will, like, the book will teach you what are the things that you might be lacking, what are the things that you can do, and what are the things that are going to be really, really important to you if you learn them today. And why is communicating important in business, in your career, in entrepreneurship, or whatever stage of your life you are in. So, once you know how to communicate, once you know what it means to hold a good and proper conversations, you will know more and more of about the things that you can do and implement. For example, to be a better communicator, the very first thing you have to do is to be a better listener. Right now, once you are listening and once you are able to communicate well with others, once you can do that, you will automatically find opportunities will find you, in fact, because you see, I'll give you an example. I went to this networking event, right, and the very first thing anyone would ask you is, what do you do? Now, I did not know how to communicate the idea of the captables to the people that were present there. And mostly they were all founders and business people, right? So it is it was very important for me to get the idea through to them, which I was not able to do, and that's all right. Afterwards, what happened was I just talked to them, right, what they do, how they did, and what they are representing. And everything that I heard, everything that I listened to, that I paid attention to, helped me to at least figure out a little bit of what my platform, the Cafeables, could be, and how I could get it started, how I could market it, how I could grow it bigger than it is right now, and as big as I want it to be. So that is why communication is so important. You see, you learn so many things, and it is always good to learn things, right? And that is the purpose of life as it is, to learn things and to do them and to grow each day, every day. So the second important thing in your entrepreneurship journey, in my entrepreneurship journey, in your business, your career, or anywhere in life, I would say that it would be communication. Networking and communication, and listening is also very important, but listening and learning are something very common and very, like, they can be merged together in sort of a way. So yeah, these two things, networking and communication, are quite important. And don't think that I'm just listing out common vague things. It could be vague, yeah, it could be very extremely common, and sometimes these things are so common that we often intend to overlook it because we get busy doing all the other stuff, that all the fancy stuff that a business requires, right? The investing, we get lost in finding investors, we get lost in finding, all the technical stuff, the jargon that is there, the cool legal stuff, the other things that requires all the paperwork and everything that is there, right? That is out there, right? So those are things are important, yes, but this is also very important because this gives you the base, this gives you the strength to do all the other things that you have to do in the future. So yeah, that was the first two things that are important for any business and for anything in your life, right? And the third most important thing is, drumroll, implementing. Now, as I said, that as a business individual, as a person, we might have a lot of things on our plate, right? We think of a lot of ways, we think of a lot of ideas, a lot of solutions, and there is just so many things that we have to do, sometimes on our own, sometimes with the team, sometimes with people around us, and yeah. So implementing, what I mean by that is that there is a lot of stuff that is in our head, so we need to know exactly how to get it out, how to do the things that we wish to do, and to do it in the right way so it bears at least some of the results that we thought it would, right? So yeah, implementing is very important in that aspect. Like, we sometimes or a lot of times just get lost in the Excel sheets or the paperworks or even to-do lists. So all those things that we do, instead of actually doing those things, we get lost in so much work that there is. We get things piled up, and sometimes implementing them takes a lot more time than it should have done before. So as I said in the previous video, right, that networking, how I was thinking of doing it for a long time, but I was never doing it. And once I finally started making connections, I found out that how important it is, and how useful it is for me. And yeah, so that's how implementing works. Once you actually start seeing what benefits you're getting from the things that you're doing, not results, it's a very different thing. The benefits and the results are quite different. So the benefits that you're getting, even if it's not eventually having or bearing results, the benefits are always there. If you have to use it or not, that's your point, or that's your wish or want, but everything has its own benefits, right? So implementing the things that are in your head, doing the things that are in your head, and like just getting them done are is what actually is very important, and that will have quite a lot of benefits. Some of them you can use for your own, some of them you can keep aside for later maybe. So yeah, implementing is another very important thing that quite often we actually forget to do. And yeah, it's better to pay attention at that aspect, especially because planning and visions and ideas are all very fancy and nice, and we all have them. We all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have, I don't know, many things that we wish to do, but implementing the one or two things from all those things that we wish to do will get you to, it's at least one step closer to where you want to go in life, either now or later. But yeah, implementation, it is just as important as having money to do things, having spirit or strength to do things. And yeah, it is the most basic and the most beginning of wherever you wish to be, wherever you want to be, and wherever you will be later in life. So those three very important things are what I think were quite useful to me in getting to where I am today. Me doing this YouTube channel, me doing all the things that I do online, me starting Cafeables, my platform, and also there is a series which I started called Convince Me to Read the Book, which I do it with authors and stuff everywhere. With all of those things, networking, implementing, and communication has helped me so much that I now, at least I can say that it's not just a hobby. So yeah, those three things have been really helpful to me, and I know for a fact that they will be helpful to you as well. So that's why I'm sharing these things. And yeah, I hope you get your ideas and your perspective of whatever I shared in this video, because everyone has different things that are important to them, and almost there are like so many things that could be life changing, or just a little bit even change would be there. So for that, you do let me know whatever things you found useful, and whatever things you found useful from this video, or whatever things that you found useful in your journey, in your career, in your life, or anything that is there that you think is important and maybe I should know that. So yeah, those three things were important to me, and those three things helped me as in becoming who I am today, in becoming or wishing even to become an entrepreneur. So yeah, with that, I think I have said just so many times. Yes, and with that, I would like to tell you to do come back. This is the end of this video, and the next video, as I said, will be something like expectations and realities for the month, right? We had a video like that last time where I shared with you all my expectations and what happened in real with January 2023, and this will be the next week's video will be about whatever happened in February 2023 and what were my expectations and realities of it. So do come back, and I hope you're enjoying February. I hope you have a great time, and yeah, wishing you well wherever you are. So see you soon.